Okay, this is Pete from Legacy Thought Leadership, and today we're talking about the ultimate quick start guide for your one-page marketing plan. And this is a really cool little tool, actually, because this will help you consolidate things you may have learned in the book, some things you've been studying through some of the resources here, into a one-page marketing plan. So whether you go it alone and you do it all yourself, or you hire third-party service providers to help you, or you develop your own marketing team, this is how you get everyone literally and figuratively on the same page so you can have a plan to build out a greater impact and a greater legacy for your future. Okay, and with that, let's jump right into it. So here it is, a one-page marketing plan as promised, okay? And in it, you're going to be talking about ways you can expand your impact, expand your reach, and strengthen your legacy. And there are different ways to do that. We talk about the tactics of connecting different systems for converting and different strategies for keeping your customers as well. But before we jump into the nitty gritty here, let's take it from the top. Where do we need to start? Who will you help? This is the most important question. So think of someone you can help, or if it's a B2B initiative that you're leading, think of the company you're going to help, or if it's philanthropic, think of the cause you can help. Okay. If you need any extra activities or inspiration, you could go to activities 1 through 4 in the resources section where we kind of help you talk this out. But in any case, as it relates to this exercise today, we are going to be speaking about your avatar, which is your ideal client, your customer, your new BFF, and your mission. Okay. And there are different ways of doing this, right? Some people say, think about this person, get an image in your head. What clothes do they wear? What cars do they drive? What's their hair color? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Create an image and hang it over your desk. So I think it's super important to keep that person top of mind, but doesn't necessarily have to deal with an image. I think it's more psychological rather than superficial, which is what we're going to talk about now. Psychologically, it's human nature to avoid pain and seek pleasure. Okay? Surprise, surprise. Everyone wants that, to avoid pain and seek pleasure. So better exercise, I think, rather than talking about their beige Volvo and their white picket fence, it's, the visual is to talk about their fears, their worries. What do they hate? What's the pain they're trying to avoid and the obstacles they're trying to overcome and the problems they're facing? At the same time, on the other extreme, what is it that they crave, they dream about, they aspire to, they read, they listen to? All of those things that translate into what they see as a pleasure, a desire, or a goal, okay? So if you can help them move away from pain and towards pleasure, that becomes the secret sauce for your targeting, your messaging, your imagery, and the offers you can create for them, an offer they can't refuse, okay? Because you're going to be right on the money. So this next exercise for you is simple, but not easy, okay? So it takes some time to do it. Complete this sentence and keep it handy for yourself moving forward. I help so-and-so to XYZ by ABC without 1, 2, 3, okay? And what does that mean exactly? I help your target audience to achieve this, what they crave, with the method that you're presenting without the pain they're trying to avoid. So for me, for example, I help successful executives to achieve a greater and lasting impact in the world with my method, which combines interview to publication and clicks to clients to get their book as part of their legacy thought leadership impact without the pain of having to be chained to a keyboard and spend years and years and years learning to write or testing marketing strategies because it's all part of the package. Okay, so that's the idea. Now you can do yours. So you start out at the top of the grid. What is your target market? Who are you helping? What is your message to them or messages? What is the pain you want to avoid or the pleasure they want to find? And then what is the media you're going to use to connect with them? What platforms will you be posting? What images? Is it videos? Is it copy? We talked a little bit about that already. Are you going to be on LinkedIn writing more copy, more articles? Or are you going to be Facebook posting videos or YouTube? This depends on you, your message, and your audience, okay? So you fill out that first row, and then you go down to the next row. So that was tactics, talking about how you're connecting with them. Then you talk about systems and converting, the lead capture. We spoke about this before in the lead nurturing in the other videos that you may have seen already, which is creating a squeeze page, something that's very attractive to them there, your giveaway, getting them to add their email address or the phone number, and then they become part of your funnel. But then the next question is how are you going to convert that sale? How are you going to bring them from your funnel to closing? And that's some of what that email automation is about. Then the strategies for keeping them quite clearly are, how do you provide them excellent service? How will you wow your customers? Then after that, how will you increase the value for them? How will you keep them with you by always bringing them something more, something valuable? What is their customer journey? What is their journey to, in our case, developing their legacy over time? What else will they need to do that? And then referrals, okay? How will people talk about what this great work that you're doing and share the wealth? As Malcolm Gladwell talks about in The Tipping Point, the mavens who are going to talk about you and share you with other people, which is the word of mouth, the best way to get the message out there. And that's key. So when you fill this out, you'll have a very clear idea of what your legacy thought leadership marketing plan will be. You can manage it yourself this way. You can manage third-party people this way, but this should be top of mind for you all the time. And with that, that's your ultimate quick start guide for your one-page marketing plan. If you have any questions, let me know. This is Pete, again, from Legacy Thought Leadership, and here's to your success.